Welcome to this first video of me talking to you. I wanted to make this video especially for the people going through any chronic illness, exhaustion. I've been at home for 20 months now, and I was diagnosed with exhaustion, basically. Adrenal, you could call it adrenal exhaustion. And 20 months later, I wanted, at least I felt sure to make a first video about 3 tips I could give you to get through crisis stage of any exhaustion. I just wanted to tell you, I know how you feel. I've been there, it's hell. Whoops. Then my friend called and we're a month later now. So let's get into it. Just a quick disclaimer, this is my story and what helped for me. Make sure you check with your doctor and just take these tips on board, but do your own thing and figure out what works for you. I just quickly want to describe what I mean with crisis stage. For me, this was a situation where my cortisol levels dropped pretty dangerously, and this meant that I could literally do nothing but sit on the couch. I didn't have the energy to get out of the door. My anxiety levels would go sky high. I couldn't take any stimulus. Everything would be too much. My body could not regulate action versus relaxation. Anything would be stress on the body, and I would have these feelings of literally going mad. I couldn't control my thoughts. I basically couldn't control my body, and I had severe insomnia. I mean, like literally not being able to sleep throughout the night. Maybe sleeping at 6 o'clock in the morning for 2 hours, waking up again, and this would take weeks and months, and I'm not even recovered yet. I mean, I'm in a way better place than 20 months ago, but in those beginning stages, I was just nowhere. I really needed help. In the house, I needed help with cooking, I needed help with cleaning. I remember trying to walk my dogs for 2 minutes, getting so dizzy and heart palpitations that I had to, turn around and go home. So just to give you an idea of what I mean with the crisis stage, maybe you've already read something like there's four stages, and I'm really meaning the worst of the worst. Also, what I would like to say is that I really mean an exhaustion and not an autoimmune disease like Addison's. This is a totally different kind of way to treat, and that is totally medical. But these tips might also help you, but you need to really see a doctor for a disease like that. Okay, let's get into the tips. So these are really my top 3 tips. There's obviously way more. I took notes while I was ill, and I've got a lot of tips, but these are the 3 I always come back to even now. and I can fully say with confidence they are my top 3. The first one is using an adrenal supplement. When I came out of hospital, and the doctors can't do anything for you, they first put me on hydrocortisone because they thought I might have an autoimmune disease, but when blood tests said I didn't, thankfully, they basically send you home, and you have to stop the hydrocortisone because that basically takes over the function of your adrenal glands, and you don't want to take it too long, because when you stop, your adrenals suddenly get that boost of having to take over the whole system again. But a good alternative then to go to is a natural adrenal supplement. So it's adrenals from animals in powder form, where they've taken out all the hormones, and it supports your adrenals in functioning. I've used 2 different brands. They worked perfectly both, and the last one is called Adrenal Cortex from the brand Thorn. This is what it looks like, and you can get it on iherb.com. At least that's where I got it, and it's pretty affordable as well, and they work just perfectly. That has been a lifesaver for me. I think without this I would have suffered way more, and it would have taken longer for me to recover to some sort of normality. Okay, my second tip is listening to binaural beats. Yeah, binaural beats. I don't know if you know about it, but it's helped me sleep, or at least get to sleep quicker and relax my body. I have an iPhone, and I bought a very cheap CD on iTunes. It's from the brand Electric Dreams, and it's called Binaural Beats Sleep. It was like €5, and to this day I listen to it every night when I go to sleep, and it's amazing. And so cheap. There's also binaural beats YouTube videos. If you type in on YouTube binaural beats adrenals or adrenal fatigue or adrenal glands, I used to listen that in the beginning like all day. I mean literally nearly 8 hours a day, because I would just go so mental because of the physical symptoms, and your brain just it's so hard to describe, but you literally could not have any control over your thinking, and it felt like your brain was going and going and going. You couldn't stop it. And the binaural beats would really help me, just listening to these tones. It's like a sound wave therapy, and the tones just would give me something to focus on as well. You can put it in your ears, but now at this point where I've come, where I listen to them every day, I don't have to put them in my ears anymore. I can just turn the beats on my phone, and you don't even have to have the beats on really loud in your ears. You can just, if you don't like the sound of them, you can just turn your volume down, and they still work on your body, especially for falling into a sleep and falling back into sleep when you keep waking up. This has been very helpful. Then number 3, the last one, is meditation. And I know it sounds boring. you're probably coming from a place where you would maybe work all day, you had a lot of things to do. I mean, you don't get into an exhaustion, like that. And your body is not used to sitting down and relaxing, doing nothing. But it is what is needed the most. And meditation really helps with this. But I would recommend certain types of meditation when you're in this crisis stage, which are actually meditations where the guide doesn't talk too much, doesn't go into visualization, because you really don't have the energy to visualize. And the best meditations are stillness meditations. So if you're not used to meditating and you're just going to sit down, you're already exhausted, so your brain's going to go crazy and it's probably not going to work. So some kind of guided meditation can be helpful. I realized on YouTube for free, there's loads of meditations, but the ones that helped me the most were meditations from a guy called Mooji, Mooji. He does talk a bit, a lot, but his voice is really calming and the meditations are really simple, and that's what helps. Also, there's another meditation, a specific one I really like still until this day. I meditate now every day, and I listen to this at least a couple of times a week. I like to shake it up a bit, but this meditation is one of the best. It's from the channel Mindful Peace, and it's called Guided Mindful Meditation on Stillness. And it's an amazing combination of just a little bit of talking with some nature sounds, and I think they also put in some binaural beats, which works absolutely amazingly. Okay, these were my personal top 3 tips that at least help me get through it. I know it can take really, really long before you feel a little bit sane again and you can undertake some normal action again. I really, really feel for you, because I know it can take so long and you're just wishing days go by and by and by because you feel you're not getting anywhere. But it's really going to get better, it is. A last kind of bonus tip is, I know you're watching this video, and if you are in crisis stage, this video is probably going to be the only video you can watch in the whole day. It's going to take a lot of energy, so please don't watch too much videos, and you're probably not even going to be able to. If you see yourself in what I went through and you think, yeah, my situation is kind of alike and I can feel into it, my bonus tip would be, please don't watch too many YouTube videos about adrenal fatigue. Everybody has their own experience, and loads of people have had less severe stages of adrenal fatigue, and obviously they had it bad as well. I'm not trying to put them down, but a lot of people seem to want to give tips about so many supplements to take and herbs and all these things, and these can really, really help when you're in a better stage and when your body can actually absorb again. But in this stage, that's why I gave these 3 tips. Don't worry about doing anything more. wait until you get a little better and better, and then you can build up with all the other things that you can do, you see, or take. It's in the beginning stages, it's all about doing nothing, like literally sitting still. Okay, so much love from me, and I hope your health is going to get better and better again. It will. At this point, you're probably thinking your life is crashed, and it is, but when you're going to get better, you're also going to see where it's going to take you in a whole new direction in your life. Okay, much love, bye. Oh God. Get out of here. Not an immune, not an autoimmune, sleep. Guided mindfulness meditation.